Hi, I'm Natasha Hawker, Managing Director of Employee Matters. We started Employee Matters to help our clients achieve business success through their people. My career started out in the banking and finance world in the 1990s when I was told I'd be great in the people space, or personnel management as it was called back then. So I studied part-time to make my break into the HR field. I then tried to move into HR, but with no experience, no one would have me. So I became a recruitment consultant and learnt how not to run a business. I was lucky enough to get my big break and join a top management consulting firm, where I learned best practice. I then decided to back myself and start Employee Matters. Our mission was to help the small to medium business owners of Australia to hire, manage and exit better, to give them access to great HR support as and when they needed it. Australian business owners are the hardest working people there are, and they deserve a business where their employees love their business as much as they do. They're often awake at 3 a.m. in the morning with two things on their mind: cash flow and employees. The employee piece of the puzzle was easily one of the biggest worries and source of frustration. It directly limits their growth, profit, and productivity, and it most definitely attributes to their stress levels. I remember when a client said to me, "Natasha, running a business would be so much fun if I didn't have employees." Somehow I don't think she's alone feeling like that. I set about to create an affordable, accessible, and practical solution that business owners could use as needed. I decided that the best way forward was to write a book that business owners could use daily to hire, manage, and fire powerfully. I named it From Hire to Fire and Everything in Between. There were two main hurdles to face though. One, did I actually know enough to fill an entire book? And would people value what I had to say? And secondly, while I was great at talking about HR, writing was never my thing. Just ask my English teachers. I was determined to make it work. I wanted to help more clients get the real impact that great people management can make to their businesses and not be fined for breaches just because they didn't know. I believe it cannot be left up to governments to make the world a better place. It's up to us as business owners. I also wanted to pave the way for my kids, in particular my girls, to crash through the glass ceiling and for this not to be seen as exceptional. I saw businesses who were struggling to grow because the people issues that were burying them. I realised as a HR professional and also as a small business owner myself, the obstacles that face businesses, especially around their team. I saw businesses paying enormous fines that were putting them out of business because they didn't understand their obligations as employers. I also saw too many businesses where the managers and owners spent all their time in the business rather than working on the business. So far, we've got the book into the hands of well over 1,500 business owners. It's receiving glowing reviews from a range of business gurus and mentors, including Andrew Griffiths, one of Australia's most successful small business authors and speakers, Glenn Carlson from Dent Global, an entrepreneurial speaker and educator, and Dr. David Dugan from Abundance Global, who has worked with thousands of businesses and recommends it to all of his clients, as well as Angela Valukas, small business advocate and regular on the ABC's The Drum, who said that this book should be handed out with every ABN and should be required reading for anyone starting a business. Best of all, it's the feedback we get from the business owners who use the book. This book is giving people the confidence to make powerful employee decisions daily. Reading and applying what you will learn in this book will help you build or transform a business where your employees do treasure your business as much as you do, and they become an asset, an employee asset. I now have my readers tell me that From Hire to Fire and Everything in Between is always on their desk, and that it has become their dog-eared book companion. Others tell me it's helped them manage tricky terminations with confidence, so they're no longer hanging on to non-performers because they're just too scared to have that difficult conversation. We believe that every single business owner in Australia needs to read this book, and we're so confident that this book will transform your business that we're giving it away for free. Yes, free. All you need to do is to pay for shipping and handling. So please follow the instructions and get your copy so that you can start building employee assets rather than liabilities. To the outside world, it looked like I was doing well in business. We had clients and it looked like we were flying high. I was regularly writing articles and being interviewed in the press. I was working so hard and yet we weren't making any money. I thought I just needed to work harder and it would be all okay. I'm an eternal optimist and I thought, just keep going and she'll be right, mate. It's up to us as business owners. So even when we were in a tough financial place, I signed up as a lifetime member of B1G1 so we could make a difference to the lives of others